Today I'm going to answer the question that everybody's asking. Where is the best place to buy a house in Virginia? Were you curious? Well, what if I told you that 7 out of the top 25 best places to buy a house in Virginia are right here in our beautiful mountain and valley area? And what if I told you that the #1 best place to buy a house in Virginia, it was right here too? You will not want to miss finding out where these locations are and what makes them the best place to buy a house in Virginia. But before I begin today's countdown, let's go ahead and get started right now. Hi, my name's Stefan, and along with my wife Leslie, as local real estate agents, we sell homes in the Shenandoah Valley and Charlottesville, Virginia area. You'll find our information below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon for more videos to come. So, as I said, I'm going to show you 7 locations that are known as the best places to buy a house in Virginia. But here's the thing. When I gathered all the information together, I realized that it was way too much to put into one video. So I decided just to go ahead and do a part 1 and a part 2 because I really want to give you some good details about each of these locations. So today, we'll start with the first 3 locations, and by the way, they all just happen to be in the Shenandoah Valley. Now, I really do hate to make you wait for the last 4 locations and the #1 location, but it's only going to be just 3 or 4 days before the next video comes out, and then you'll have the whole list along with more details that I hope you'll really find informative and helpful. So, let's go ahead and let's set the groundwork about what makes a location a great place to buy a home. Well, I mean, obviously that depends on the person who's purchasing the home, what they're looking for. But in today's video, we're looking at a list from niche.com. Niche has used 13 different criteria to determine the best place to buy a house, with 45% of the scoring being determined by 3 categories: home value to income ratio, public schools grade, and monthly housing cost. Now, if you want to take a look at the methodology they used a little deeper to see if it matches up with what you're looking for, then go to this link where it'll give you more detailed information. Also, comment below if you know a great place to buy a house and tell us why it's a great place to buy a house. So, with all of that being said, let's talk about our first location in the countdown to #1. Coming in with the number 22 rank is Lyndhurst. Lyndhurst is a small town located at the foot of the Blue Ridge Mountains in the Shenandoah Valley. With a population of about 1,400 residents, Lyndhurst is a rural town and has many homes set on larger lots in the country. So, why is Lyndhurst one of the best places to buy a house? Well, in addition to the criteria Niche used, the area itself, I mean, it's a great place to live. Why? Well, first of all, being located at the foot of the Blue Ridge Mountains means that you have homes that have beautiful views looking up to the mountains above. Secondly, because you're in a rural area at the foot of the mountains, you have plenty of outdoor recreational opportunities like hiking, biking, rock climbing, and kayaking, fishing, and I mean the list, it really does, it goes on. Now, I think one of the primary appeals, though, of Lyndhurst is its rural living aspect. You know, lots of people want to live in the country, and that's what the Lyndhurst area offers. You can find larger homes on larger pieces of property where you're going to have the freedom to use your land as you wish. Now, the town of Stewart's Draft, for example, borders Lyndhurst, and this area south of Interstate 64 and east of Highway 340 is similar in geography and has many homes that are in the country. Now, additionally, although Lyndhurst is rural, you're conveniently located only about 3 minutes away from Interstate 64, where you can get to downtown Charlottesville in about 30 minutes and literally be on the Appalachian Trail in 5 minutes. Now, closer to home, you'll find the small city of Waynesboro, only about 5 to 10 minutes away, where most residents of Lyndhurst do their shopping. Now, the niche.com survey also lists Lyndhurst as one of the places with the lowest cost of living in Virginia. And there's no doubt, I definitely agree with that as well. There are a handful of neighborhoods in Lyndhurst, and you'll find some very affordable homes in Lyndhurst as well, in the Featherstone Manor neighborhood, as well as the Kingsfield Way neighborhood. And if you're looking for a home on the side of the Blue Ridge Mountains, you'll definitely want to consider the Chinquapin neighborhood, where you'll find homes with values ranging from $400,000 to over $1 million. Last year, the 10 homes that sold in Lyndhurst, the median price was $310,000, with a range of $235,000 to $780,000. Now, there's currently one house for sale in Lyndhurst at this time. Our next location on our countdown is the amazing town of Dayton, coming in at number 21 on the list. Now, in my opinion, Dayton is one of the best and often overlooked small towns in the Shenandoah Valley. With a population of about 2,000 people, Dayton would seem to really just be a sleepy little town. But I can tell you that nothing is further from the truth. Now, yes, Dayton is small, but it's economically sound, and for a small community, it has much to offer the residents that live there. For example, there are several stores in the downtown area that provide a quaint shopping experience for all who live there, or for a lot of people who visit as well. There's also several restaurants in town, like one of Leslie and my favorites, the Dayton Tavern. It's really good food there. Now, if you're really looking for a place to part with your cash, I guess we might say, you can visit the Dayton Market on the south end of town, where you'll find multiple different stores with everything from toys to cheese and even more. Furniture, you name it, it's there. And if you're hungry, you can grab a pretzel or ice cream as a snack, or hey, why not just try out Hank's Restaurant right inside the Dayton Market there. Now, Dayton is located on Highway 42, and Highway 42 is also known as the Scenic Highway, and wow, that's a great description of Highway 42. If you haven't driven it, you need to drive it and just enjoy it. Now, although Dayton is a small rural town, you're still only located about 5 minutes away from the edge of Harrisonburg, and you can be on Interstate 81 in 6 or 7 minutes as well. But what makes Dayton such a great place to buy a house? Well, one of the things that's kind of neat about Dayton is that it's home to 2 museums. On the edge of Silver Lake, you'll find the old Silver Lake Mill with its beautiful waterfall and water wheel, and inside this old mill, you'll find the Virginia Quilting Museum, which moved from downtown Harrisonburg to Dayton about 9 months ago. Additionally, Rocktown History is an amazing museum that retells the history of Rockingham County. It has multiple events and different displays throughout the year, and it will really help you understand the history of this area. Now, Dayton is also home to several nice parks, with one having a bandstand where summertime concerts are common and people bring a chair or a blanket and just go out and enjoy the evening. However, one of the biggest, and I do mean biggest, things that Dayton is known for is their annual Dayton Days celebration. Each fall, vendors and artisans come from all over the region to display their wares in what truly is an incredible day to visit Dayton. These artisans line both sides of Main Street and College Street, and if you were to stretch them out in a single line, that line would be at least a mile long. I mean, it is the place to go. There's food trucks and entertainment as well, and it just really makes for a truly memorable day. And at the same time that's going on, of course, all the shops and restaurants are open for business as well, and you can enjoy them too. Now, if you haven't been to Dayton Days, you really must go. It'll make for a great day for you and anybody else who comes with you. Now, Dayton is also an economically sound town, with one of its main employers being the Cargill plant on the east side of town. However, Dayton is also part of Rockingham County, which is the largest poultry producing county in all of Virginia and the second largest turkey producing county in the entire United States. Yes, we see them on the roads all the time. in a truck. Now, Dayton is also a great place to live because it's ranked as one of the most affordable areas to live in Virginia, as well as being a great place for young professionals, according to niche.com. And in addition to all of these reasons, Dayton is also a great place to buy a house because you can live in one of its neighborhoods or you can live in a rural countryside setting like we talked about earlier. There's the small town area of Dayton, but the Dayton zip code actually runs all the way out into the Allegheny Mountains. Now, homes outside of the town tend to have larger acreages, while the town itself offers homes built as far back as the 1800s, but it also has newly built homes in the 2020s as well. The newer neighborhoods are on the west side of town and includes neighborhoods that I've actually had the opportunity to tour with you before, neighborhoods like Dayton West, Willow West, and South Breeze Estates. In 2024, 32 homes sold in the entire Dayton area, with 16 of them having with 16 of them being in the town area of Dayton. They ranged in price from $199,900 to $780,000, and they had a median sales price of $321,000. Now, if you want more information about Dayton, I'd recommend you watch this video to find out more about the neighborhoods on the west side of town, as well as the Dayton market, its parks, and the Museum of Rocktown History that I mentioned earlier. Now, if you want to know more about Dayton Days, watch this video where Leslie and I take you right into the middle of this fantastic celebration. Okay, so our last location in today's video, but not the entire list, more to come in the next video, is the wonderful independent city of Lexington at number 17. Now, saying the word city may convey a certain picture in your head, but trust me, it's not what you're thinking. With only about 7,400 residents, Lexington is the type of community that conjures up images of hometown America with all of its just amazing, remarkable charm. Now, located at the end of the Shenandoah Valley, the southern end where the valley narrows and the mountains begin to become more prominent, Lexington's charm is enhanced by its stunning geographical backdrop. But let's talk about something else that gives Lexington so much of its charm, and that is its downtown area. Now, of all the locations that I'm going to talk about in this list, whether it be in part 1 or part 2 of this video, of all of them, Lexington by far has the best and largest quaint downtown area. If you've never been to Lexington, you are really missing out. The local shops and restaurants that line the main street and its surrounding streets just really make for a unique, intimate shopping and dining experience. Whether it's the Sugar Maple Trading Company, Pumpkin Seeds Gift Shop, or the Thistleberry Gift Shop, to name just a few, an incredible shopping experience awaits you. And in addition to all the local shops, you've got many restaurants and coffee shops there for when you need a break from all that shopping, right? Now, of course, when you're looking for dessert, you can go to a lot of places, but I would recommend that you go to the Sweet Things Ice Cream Shop to get some amazing ice cream. Man, it really makes me kind of wish I was there right now. But anyway, in addition to its amazing downtown area, Lexington is also home to two very conspicuous and well-known educational institutions, Washington and Lee University and Virginia Military Institute. Both sit side by side and each has its own wonderful history. VMI has amazing tradition and passion as they train men and women to lead and serve with honor and respect. I've talked about VMI in a couple of my videos about Lexington, but last fall we were asked by the folks at VMI to create a video which we named Game Day at VMI. It's a great look into not only what it's like to attend a VMI football game, but you'll also see some of the passion and pride that I talked about in not only their museum and their campus, but in VMI students and in the alumni as well. Now, W&L's approach to education is different, and they've become known as a very well-respected liberal arts university, especially known for their schools of journalism, business, and law. Now, you can learn a little bit more about W&L and its history if you watch this video that I recently did as well. Now, when it comes to education, Lexington also ranks very well on niche.com, and Lexington is also given the designation of being one of the best places to retire to in Virginia. Lexington's location at the crossroads of Interstates 81 and 64 make going north-south, east or west very quick and very easy. Now, the neighborhoods of Lexington are an extension of the downtown area. Many are historical and are filled with large homes. However, you'll also find places with more modern homes as well. If you're going to buy a house in Lexington, of course, the prices are going to vary, but the median price in Lexington is about $400,000. And from its quaint downtown area to its tree-lined streets with homes of all types and ages, Lexington's an incredible place to call home. And as I said earlier, I've been able to have done several videos on Lexington, and if you want to learn more about the neighborhoods both inside and outside of town, I recommend you take a look at these videos as well. Well, that does it for part one of the best places to buy a home in Virginia according to niche.com. But what do you think? What other places would you add to the list? You know, they may be yet to come, so don't forget to come back for part two of this video where I'll show you one more location in the Shenandoah Valley, as well as 3 on the other side of the mountain. But maybe you liked one of the locations in today's video, or maybe there's another place you'd like to call home. Whatever the case may be, Leslie and I would love to help, just like it's been our honor to have helped so many of our YouTube viewers find not just a house, but a home. And we'd love to put our expertise in the area to use to help guide you to exactly the location and the house that you're looking for. So, don't hesitate to call, text, email, or even visit our website. We're never too busy to help you with your next move. Oh, and if you would, give us a subscribe and click that bell icon for video updates if you found this video helpful. So like I said, that's it for part one. But until next time, and before we reveal the final 4 locations in part 2, I'll see you around town.